Your boy Anansi, he about that revolution.
NERDSoul.
Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, coming with that wonderful episode of On Screen. Man, if it's TV or film, it is all good right here. Now, a little bit late, I know. You know, we had WonderCon, pushed a whole bunch of stuff back, panels, cosplay, cool people. And we got videos of that coming for you too. Just gotta wait a second. But I'm just letting you know, pushing little things back. You know, look, one man, but it's coming. It's coming. We on the way. But with that aside, we got a whole bunch of trouble in paradise up in the heavens, and we're talking about American Gods. And real quick, I want to remark on the opening sequence, where this is a show that takes like a huge risk, because you open the way the show opened, you're like, hold up, is this American Gods? Or what? Did I watch? You gotta like pause it and stop it and go back to the title card, be like, am I watching the right show? Because for a second you're like, what am I watching? I don't even know is this the right show? But it does a good job of laying the foundation of this young man that we're going to see later in the episode, about his relation to music and the analog and technology, and how technology had always been there for him, and how he played video games or coding or whatever that is, and you know, just how it shaped his life, how it was not only surrounding him, but also kind of penetrating his psyche, his emotion, his thoughts, his ideas, and his outlook on life, and how it made him, for better or worse, a man that is like a captain of industry. You know what I'm saying? And then we flip and we leave, and we don't even deal with him no more. And I'm like, huh? What was going on? Because Tech Boy, like, oh, I screwed up the August thing. August dead, but check it. I got someone else in Silicon Valley. You know, I might be able to hook that up. Here's the thing that I love about Tech Boy and New Media being there. Their relationship with each other, and almost with Mr. World being like trying to like please the abusive father, because Tech Boy comes in and like Mr. World's like, look, you messed this up. I told you, take your butt over there and get him in line, but you don't listen. You don't listen. So now I got to hurt you. And you know, the homie was eye gouging and all that stuff. Tech Boy looked like a straight up, all right, you know what? I'm not gonna say that word because it's a family show. But this ain't a family show, but I'm saying this is a family show. So I ain't gonna go there, but all I'm saying is, Tech Boy, he be trying to act hard, but he ain't hard like that. he ain't gully like that, son. Mr. World had him looking like a straight up man. But anyway, after that whole moment, seeing his look with New Media, I feel bad, because see, New Media is in a place where you really can't, she really can't get in trouble because she's media. Like, all she has to do is just like show people stuff on TV. Like, Tech Boy has to actually do things. Media is like, you got in trouble. You know how, like, when a kid gets sent to bed like mad early, and you be like, look at you inside, and you be outside playing. That's how New Media was. New Media was like, you on punishment, you're like, shut up. That's how Tech Boy was. And to see New Media trolling him on the phone, just funny, hilarious, and I loved it. Now, we're putting that to bed for a second. Let's talk about Shadow before the break. We heard from Odin, like, yo, you're gonna go to bed, you're gonna feel like $1 million tomorrow morning. When he go to sleep, and all of a sudden he got this weird dream, we don't know if it's dream or it's real. Oh, it's mad real. But it's love making, scratching you all over the place, licking you all over the place, getting buck wild, all right? And next thing you know, he waking up, getting, having relations, waking up like, oh snap, that was a dope dream. I don't know what. Then he looked and he was like, he really got scratched. And you're like, oh snap. Then that cat walked out the bed. I was like, oh snap, son. Oh, the cat done got busy with you. But of course, with everyone like Toth and like Ibis or Toth and Odin asking him how he slept. I guess that was supposed to be his, his rejuvenation. All right, that's how you rejuve. All right, and don't say that rejuve ain't. Just chill for a second. But I wonder if more than Odin knows who he is. I wonder if every one of the other old guys know who he is and they're also keeping the secret. Because it seems like Shadow's the only one that's not in on it. And Shadow's like, yo, dude, who am I? But I mean, of course, he probably needs to stay in the dark to be able to protect himself. Because as we see, even as a regular dude got beat up and tortured like it won't nothing. But with that said, I really don't know what to say about that scene. Does that scene have a deeper meaning than restoring his health? Or is that scene have a deeper meaning of trying to get him over to the side of the African gods, which we'll talk about after the break, because this is an episode that I truly loved. But with that said, Shadow is now in a place where, he's back where he was, square one. He don't know nothing better, no more, no less. Now, of course, Odin's like, look, I'm gonna tell you what you need to know. But I can understand what Shadow is now, man. I've gotten beaten up, I've gotten tortured, I've been strung along. Look, it's about time for me to know what's up. Now, we got tons of stuff to get to after the break because this is an episode that blew me away. But first, Cure Brand's gonna help us pay them bills. Oh yeah, check that link below, hat, shirts, hoodies, all that jazz. And once you find something you like, of course, cop it. Now let's talk about Mama G. I love Mama G. That actress is dope. Just her attitude towards like, I got things to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here trying to make a half stack and scrambled eggs, mess with you. All right, now I gotta kill people because you won't know how to act. I honestly love that. I truly love just her attitude about things. And of course, Wednesday and Shadow going to see Money or Cash or Money or whatever. She'll call him Cash. Cash would be better. Be like, yo, man, I'm new now. Call me Cash, son. You know what I'm saying? Call me Dollar Bill. Call me Paper Boy. Look, just forget I said that. Paper Boy, all about that Paper Boy. Look, all right, forget I said that. Seriously. I like that scene with them being like, looking down the, and one being Girl Scouts, like as the door, because Girl Scouts don't be playing. Girl Scouts be deep in your hood and be like, you be trying to walk into the store, you be trying to walk in like Target or Walmart, they'd be like, excuse me, could you buy a cookie? like, yo man, look, I'm going to the grocery store. Yeah, and there's cookies in the grocery store. Are you getting some? And look, I'm gonna just be honest. Don't you pass them Girl Scouts and then come out with store cookies? Don't come out, because if you come out with store cookies and they got cookies in the front, just saying, man, they're gonna give you some serious side eye. But with that said, it was funny to see that they weren't able to find a record of Shadow. And I think that's a good look with how his mom protected him and kept him, off of the radar and all of that stuff to keep him protected, because they looked and they were like, we can't find this dude, but we do end up still getting our one-on-one with Money. And you know what? I'm just calling Paper Boy. With Paper Boy. And I love how this scene sets them up. This war isn't really a war. This is about y'all. This is about you and Mr. World. That's it. We ain't got nothing to do with it. You and Mr. World can't get along. You and Mr. World got a problem. And now all of us got to fight over it. Because when it was very emotional, it was very childish. It was almost, and just like when we were talking about Star Trek Discovery, or when we were talking about earlier with Tech Boy and New Media, it's like seeing two kids that got sent to the principal's office, and Money is the principal, and they're like, nah, man, he did it. He did it. Nah, I'm better than him. He did it. It had a very childish attitude when it came to how they were arguing their points. and too emotional. And even Money said, like, I don't invest in emotion and all that stuff. He was like, look, it's good to have both of y'all come to me, but look, the bank is closed. And I like that. I like how he was like, look, I'm taking my money, I'm going home. So I like that. Now, with all that said, all right, look, tons of stuff happened in this episode, but what really happened in this episode was Bilquis, Toth, and Anansi. Seeing how they addressed each other and how they handled the young girl that was mourning her grandmother was very interesting. And also seeing how they are viewing themselves inside of this country in Odin's fight, in Odin and Mr. World's fight. But with that said, how they regarded each other, remarked upon each other, and also that statement, that speech by Anansi. And if you've seen, of course, been watching American Gods in season 1, Anansi talks to the slaves on a slave boat. And in this episode, he talks about how slavery is still going on. It's just now termed human trafficking. And, black people are still going through this and still going this, and trauma after trauma after trauma. And straight up, look, Orlando Jones, you are by far like one of the most underrated actors at this moment in time. Your portrayal of Anansi has been fire and flames since season 1. You are powerful, you are charismatic, you are weird, you are crazy, you are completely serious. You have brought all that together in this amazing portrayal. And don't sleep, the other actors here are dope too, but you have continued to be a shining star. And the way you have represented for Black culture in your statements throughout this show is a huge deal. A huge deal. I watched that scene about 3 times back, and I'm probably gonna watch it about 3 more times back. But the way you talked about it, framed as a god in Africa, overlooking what is going on with the people that worship them and the descendants of those who worshiped you, is a very interesting bird's eye view. It's powerful, it's filled with emotion, and it's beautiful. And now I am very interested to see what the African gods do in terms of this war. And this show is not afraid to say what it's gonna say. Orlando Jones has never been afraid to be who he is, and this is crazy good. And yo, you real, son, really real. So guys, holler at me. I'm gonna holler at you down in them comments. I love this show. I love Anansi. Odin is crazy, and Mr. World is no joke. But before I get out of here, I'm gonna tell you guys to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right, check me out right there. All my videos from the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop.ThatNERDSoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt player. Don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right, there's no better way that I can show people that you like what you are watching. So, LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart, and please be good to yourselves. Please be good to each other, and remember, please remember, whenever you want to talk to money, gotta see them Girl Scouts first. Peace.